Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to do a review on one of my all-time favorite handbags ever. And I should say it was an all-time favorite handbag until there's several things about it that started to bother me as I wore it. And as you can see by the title and the description of the video, it is on the Louis Vuitton Germain PM bag, and I got this bag in September 3rd, 2015, so it's been a little over a year, but last time I used it was probably July, I want to say. July, maybe early August. It was in Kuala Lumpur, which was like over almost 2 months ago. So that is the last time I have used this bag, and I wanted to do this review for so long already, and I was planning to do this video for like at least 8 months now. Pretty much after I had it for 6 months, I had the bag. But I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because my opinion of the bag has definitely changed, and this was like my end all and be all bag. I love this bag. Whenever I got asked like what is my favorite bag, if I could only have one, this is the one that I would say, because I thought it was wonderful, it was beautiful, it was easy to wear, it was like really nice. And there are things about it that I still love, but there are a couple things that are negative drawbacks enough for me to not want the bag anymore, and I'm going to get into it. And unfortunately, it is no longer my favorite bag of all time, and I said that I wanted to get this in the Dune, is it the Dune color? Yeah, and I no longer want to do that, and I don't even know if I want to keep this one anymore. So it comes in this desk bag like always, and I still have the sticker on the back. This was $2,580 in the United States. Price has not changed. I think this is 19-20 euros, and it smells amazing. Like I said, I've had this for a little over a year. It still smells phenomenal. I love Empreinte leather smell. I think the quality of the leather is fantastic, and I think I'm gonna start off with everything that I love about this bag. Okay, first of all, the color. It is the perfect, like the perfect red, true red blood color. I mean, I absolutely love this color. And another thing is that I love how kind of subtle it is. I mean, it's clearly Louis Vuitton. It is the Empreinte, and there is the embossed, what is that? The lettering, the logo, whatever, monogram on the flap only. And I have heard people say that this is a drawback. Like on the purse forum, people were saying like, oh, I wish it was all embossed and not just the front of the bag. However, I really like that. Again, the smell is amazing. This has been through, I'm currently traveling, and we've been traveling for 3 months, and I took all my bags with me because I'm a bag lady. And so this has been through all sorts of humidity. This has been through all sorts of temperatures and air pressure and whatnot, and in different environments, different, like, it's been in, obviously in suitcases, it's been in cabinets, and it still smells amazing. Like, it still smells the same. I love it. Like, oh, it smells so good. And then let's see what else. I love the chain, the look of the chain. And I did say that the chain was very, very comfortable to wear, but that comes with a clause that I will get into a little later. But the chain is absolutely beautiful. It looks like jewelry. It is currently pulled inside of the bag. It has the 4 rivets, just like the Chanel classic flap. Then let's see what else. There is, okay, the leather is amazing. There is no color transfer whatsoever. I have worn this with pretty much everything. I've never been, well, I mean, I've been careful with it, of course, but I've never been like careful with the clothes I wear. So if I want to wear something black, I'm going to wear something black, and if I want to wear jeans, I'm going to wear jeans. And there's absolutely no color transfer at all. I think Empreinte leather is incredibly durable. I think it is very, very well made. I don't know how like the Dune would fare, or the Rose Valerian colors, like the light ones, but I've seen red bags that have a lot of color transfer, and there's nothing on it. There are no feet on it, but there's the seam in the middle where the leather comes together. What else can I say about this bag? Let's go into the inside, I guess. Okay, so this has the, what is it, the S-lock closure. Hope that's centered. Opens like this, and I have it stuffed currently. And oh, another thing that I love about this bag is that it's very malleable. So you can see how soft and squishy it is. And this is the bag, well, one of the bags that I'm least careful when I'm putting it in my like suitcase when we're flying, because it like, even if it creates a dent somewhere on the bag, it comes out very easily. You just stuff it and it comes out completely. Like, you don't need to be careful with this bag. You can like squish it and press it. It is very malleable. It is very just nice. I like it. The inside is this red microfiber on the inside, and I have it stuffed currently, so I'm just gonna take that out. Here, this is what it looks like on the inside. There is one front pocket here, and there's a zippered compartment in the back. And this is made in France. Shout out. Okay, so this is made in France. Okay, so like I said, the quality of the bag is really nice. I've had very little wear. Let me show you the S-Lock actually a little bit up close. So because of this little pointy little bit here, it does have the little rubber stopper on it. However, it scratches the hardware, and I don't know, let me see if you can see that. Okay, so there's little hairline scratches all over the hardware, and that's not something that you can control or something that you can be careful about, because even if you make it into the hole every single time, it's still gonna get scratched. Like, it's impossible. Another thing is this bag is really difficult to close when it is empty, because there's nothing for the lock to lean against. So, okay, there you go. I closed it. So this is what the chain looks like. The chain is absolutely beautiful. I love how flat it is. It's just like jewelry. It is beautiful. And when it is crossbody or even on your shoulder, especially crossbody, because it looks like you're wearing some kind of like really beautiful long chain necklace or something. So the length is perfect. Try to get up a little. This is what it looks like on my shoulder. The length is perfect. The crossbody is really nice as well. It's a little bit longer on me than I would like, but I am only 5'2", so that probably explains it. And if you're taller, it wouldn't be a problem. Okay, so this bag is extremely lightweight. However, it has very poor weight distribution. So when you have like 5 things in here, like I normally have, I have my phone, I have my keys, I have my wallet, which is tiny. I always use like a very small wallet, like a clay or a card holder or something equivalent. And then let's see, what else do I have? I think that's it. I think that's all I carry. I don't know, like a hair tie or something. I don't really carry anything in my bags. This bag is very lightweight. You can walk around with it, no problem. The moment you start putting a few things in here, like I put in the camera that I'm filming on right now, I put it in here. I put in my passport and some money and just like a bunch of things. And this bag was a nightmare. It was so heavy, and not only just to hold it like by the chain, which was killing my shoulder completely. It was so heavy. Just to even hold it in your hands, it was extremely heavy. And I don't know how that works. I don't know how that can be so lightweight on its own and then so heavy when you have a few things in there, because I mean, I can put the same amount of things into another bag and it's not as heavy. You know what I mean? Like, it's more comfortable. Like, this is not very comfortable once you stuff it. Another thing is, for me personally, this bag is a lot bigger than I need. And I know this is the PM, and a lot of people say that this is the small size, like this is too small, and they get the MM. But for me, this is a lot bigger than I need. And however, when I bought it a year ago, or when I got it a year ago, I carried a lot more things with me. So the space was perfect for me. And then I got a long wallet, and it all worked out perfectly, so to say. And yeah, another thing is the lock. It's hard to close. Like, can you see it? Like, you can't close it. And the problem with this lock is this is the number one. Okay, minus the chain. I would forgive the chain for its heaviness because I don't really carry around a lot of things. But the lock, I can't forgive it because it will open. Like, it will literally, like, you'll be walking and the bag will hit your arm. Like, it'll swing on your arm and it will release the lock and it'll pop open. and you'll be walking around with your bag like this. And since, like, you know how the Chanel flaps are completely one piece all the way down the back, this has the 2 rivets because it's 2 pieces of leather. So this bag will hang completely open like this for literally anyone to reach in and just take whatever they want. And even if it's not open already for them, if you have it and it's hanging, you literally click this little thing and it completely opens and you won't even feel it. Like, this bag is a nightmare in crowds. I wore it in Vancouver, BC. It was extremely crowded and I was having like anxiety constantly because I'm always having to hold my bag, and I'm not a very fussy person. I'm not very high maintenance in that kind of way, and I don't like to have things that I need to worry about. That's why I hate wrap dresses or wrap tops, anything that you have to like wrap around. I don't like belts or anything because I feel like you have to fuss around with things too much. And for me to have to constantly be aware of my bag, because I like to carry my bags like this, if you can see, it's not fun. Like it's not fun. And I was also wearing this in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, and I was having like, I have anxiety of like opening it, so I was wearing it backwards like this and it kept falling open. And my mom borrowed this bag from me, by the way, and people were constantly coming up to her and telling her that her bag was open because it just flies open like on its own. It'll just bloop, it's open. And unfortunately that is not something that I can forgive the bag, and I don't think that it wasn't as easy to open when I just got the bag, but throughout the year it's loosened up a lot just because of the constant wear. And even if they repair it, which I do want to go to Louis Vuitton and inquire about it, even if they repair it, I feel like the next lock is going to do the same thing. And I don't think it's just Louis Vuitton, because I was in Dior and I was looking at the Promenade bag, and there was one that they had on display probably for a while now because the lock was very, very loose, just like this one. So, and this one's not even that loose yet. Like, I've seen looser locks. So this taught a very important lesson for me to never buy a bag that has this kind of lock mechanism. And unfortunately, when you start looking around, a lot of bags have this type of mechanism, but I'm just not, I don't need to like add in extra stress into my life. Another thing is that this is so weird, this chain never falls off of anything, but when you're wearing linen, it falls off, like it slides off. And it's the weirdest thing. I have no idea how that happens or why, but if you're wearing like 100% linen, like top or dress or whatever on the top portion of your body where the bag is hanging, it will completely just glide off. You'll be standing there and it just like glides off. So yeah, another thing, I mean, okay, those are the 2 main problems for me: the heaviness of the bag and the lock. Otherwise, like I said, I'll go back before I forget. I do want to go to Louis Vuitton. Unfortunately, there's no Louis Vuitton in Montenegro, and I mean, this is the first place that we're actually staying in for a little longer than we were normally staying in most places. So when we're hoping to go to Italy, so maybe I'll go to the Louis Vuitton there and find out. But I do want to, I mean, unless they like give me a credit or something, or I don't know, I'm thinking of selling this bag. And I know that's crazy because for one thing, I think it's really beautiful to look at. I think it's a stunning bag. And another thing is that I love the color of the leather, and I love the leather itself, and it's just it's so beautiful. And there's no other Louis Vuitton Emprunt bag that I like. So if I did end up selling this, I would buy the little Empreinte clay and just use that because I get the red color and I get the, I mean, the embossing, I could live with that. I just love the color. Like, I love the color. One thing though to note is that, I don't know if this is all Empreinte, but since it is stamped and it's not, like, this lining isn't glued on, because you can pull it out. Let's try to show you. Like, you can pull it out, the lining, so it's not glued on, which I love. I hate it when bags are glued. I try to get bags that have minimal glue on them. The embossing right here can get wrinkled, and this actually got so badly wrinkled when we got to Thailand. It was like waves like this, and so I kind of straightened it out and it looks a lot better now. But like right here, there's a little bit of bubbling, I don't know how to explain it, between the embossing. And this is another good lesson for me, that I don't really like when leather is stamped. I like natural, normal leather with nothing fancy, nothing changed about it. So it's another thing that I will look out for in the future. And other than that, I mean, I got this black mark on the lining. I have no idea where it's from. I never tried to get it out, so that's it. Otherwise, the bag is immaculate. It's in very good condition. I am very impressed by the actual empreinte leather. I think the quality is good. I think it warrants the price, and for the price, I think that there's a lot of brands that have a lot worse quality in terms of leather and craftsmanship than this one. So, well, I mean, then empreinte. So yeah, I like this bag, but I don't want to keep it anymore because I can't be bothered, like, truly. And so yeah, as sad as it is, I can't recommend this bag anymore, and I don't think I'm gonna keep it. But yeah, I hope that was useful, and I'm sorry for anyone that I told you that this is my favorite bag of all time and I recommend it wholeheartedly to everyone. I have to retract my words, and I apologize if that kind of interfered with your life or messed things up for you. I'm sorry, but I hope you enjoyed this video and it was useful. And if you have any questions or suggestions for anything, please let me know. And I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.